#Iam. I'm an Asian American, I'm a woman, I'm an upper middle class born child, I am straight. Being an ethnic minority has instilled in me an automatic tendency to scan the room for those who share the same complexion and facial features. Being a woman has taught me to walk faster around groups of men, to carry around pepper spray, to sit with my legs crossed and smushed in the corner of the bus. Being an upper class born child has given me the undoubted opportunity of a higher education, a new car for my 16th birthday, and a choice of being employed. Being a straight woman has taught me to show affection for my partner freely and not to fear violence because of a public display of affection. I simultaneously face oppression and privilege in the differing facets of my life. These systems, including race, class, gender, and sexuality, has taught me so many different lessons that have come to create me as a unique person. Identifying as Asian American and presenting the physical appearances of Asian descent has shaped my perception of the world and how I interact with others. There's a very small selection of famous Asian American or Pacific Islander actors or actresses. There is an underrepresentation of AAPI characters, and when we are included, we are misrepresented, specifically AAPI women. This lack of AAPI characters that disregard either the submissive or mysterious stereotype of Asian women leave many AAPI without proper representation or characters to identify with. This exclusion has taught me that I can only be seen in two ways, as a mysterious dragon lady or as a cutesy submissive girl, when in fact there are many ways I can be represented as an Asian American woman. We are smart and strong and should not be identified so easily. Not only are AAPI underrepresented in media, we are socially invisible. Most conversations of race and racism deal with African American and white population. There's a huge lack of conversations about the oppression of AAPI people. This exclusive conversation has taught me that oppression can only be applied in black and white terms, and since I don't really identify with either of these groups, I am not oppressed or deserving of recognition. This exclusive discussion needs to open up for those of all minorities and include Asian Americans or Pacific Islanders to teach the youth that all minorities should be given equal recognition. As a woman in the city, I am faced with daily worries of violence or threats. In the workplace, I'm at higher risk for sexual abuse and unequal pay. Women all over the world have been given less opportunities to education, medical help, or healthcare, among other important aspects of living a fulfilling life. In the US, I'm faced with the expectation to work just as hard as high-achieving men without the same compensation or recognition. If I'm a working woman with a family, I'm expected to work and come home to start my second shift of taking care of my children, cooking and cleaning, all without breaking a sweat. I'm also expected to keep quiet and please the man in my life. I cannot have opinions of my own or defy the nature of these stereotypes and expectations. As I recognize these systems that oppress me and alter my worldview, there are still systems that I benefit from and my worldview is still altered. First, I identify as upper middle class and I reap the financial, educational, and lifestyle benefits that come with this economic status. The question of how to pay for my higher education was barely addressed during my application and deciding process. I'm able to attend an out-of-state college without a taxing economic burden on my family due to my family's class. Majority of my life, I have lived in a house with my own room and bed, a house that is furnished like a restoration hardware catalog, a house that has air conditioning and heating, a house that has a fridge fully stocked at all times of the week. This class privilege has shown me the academic opportunities I have been given were based off my social location and has taught me not to worry about how I will pay for my next meal or my higher education. To recognize this privilege is the first step to dismantling the system that hold us all captive. I've learned that although my privilege is coming from the oppression of others, I can use my privilege to spread a strong message of unity and equality. I also experienced privilege based off my sexual identification. Being straight has kept me from worrying about violence due to my orientation. I don't have to hide a part of myself to feel safe or out of fear or rejection from peers, family, or friends. This privilege has taught me that it is okay to show public affection for my partner. All in all, we all face systems of oppression and privilege. I only touched on a few systems, but there are so many more that I didn't recognize. The recognition of each system allows for an open conversation. Now I challenge you to reflect on your own personal experiences and how you may be oppressed or privileged. Use the hashtag #IAM to share your story of oppression and privilege on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, or Snapchat. #IAM. I'm an Asian American, I'm a woman, I'm an upper middle class born child. I'm straight, and I'm a makeup of all these systems.